Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Final Fantasy Revex's video. This one is actually going to be pretty exciting, as we're getting an actual gameplay mechanic update, which we'll be talking about very soon here, including, like, really soon, actually, I think, right? So there'll be more categories. I didn't really mention this for a while because it's not really that interesting. Like, I don't really think I'm ever going to use this, but there are more categories you can find units in, and categorize units in terms of dark, light, ice, fire, you know, stuff like that will be categorized as well in terms of roles and things like that. But I don't think it's really that interesting because you can always find units just by typing in the search bar now. So I guess if you, sorry about that, having those problems. Anyway, I guess if you're having a problem trying to find, you know, all the units that might work together in terms of a certain element, but this would be very good for new players. But for people who've been playing this game for years now, I think most people kind of get it. But this would be good for new players or people who need to know what's on certain leader skills. All right, here's where the thing is going to be changing, guys. So you don't need to know Japanese. You can see one side says 200% true dual, the other side says what? 400% true dual wield. So this could have been this is like the laziest change they could have. At least they're doing something to change it, but I feel like they were gonna do something more. Like maybe they gave like more, like they did crits, or true dual does like crits more often, or maybe crits could get changed where they actually mean something first of all, and then maybe they get crits, or maybe they get 700% cap on top of 400% true dual. So currently, as of this video, I probably will do some tests later on, but I'm not sure if 400% true dual is that much better. I believe, was it like 500% cap is like, or 500% TDH is like 400% true dual? So I'm not sure if 400% is going to beat out variants and stuff like that. We'll have to try some tests and stuff like that. We'll have to see. We know on global that there are certain units that are better true dual, like Roberta, Dark Rain, who's in the picture, and things like that. They're valuable in that situation. But most units want to be TDH, and sometimes you force true dual units to be TDH for the variants. That might not be the case anymore. Maybe Cartoon will come back with 400% true dual. And the other thing now is that all the units that don't have like 200% true dual, like I'm assuming they showed this guy because he already has 200%. So all you need is another 200. Anyone who has anything below 200 is going to be very hard to gear for, because now you need to make up for 350% true dual. As very tough. And there's one unit in this video that's getting buffed, and that's going to be one of those situations that they're going to have to go through, unless they're getting any kind of secret buffs. And I think that they will, because Rain and Fina did get some buffs that were not associated with their crown. So we'll be talking about them very soon here. This doesn't matter because this is not on global. Very quickly, I guess I'll mention it for JP players that follow my content. The friend system is being changed to being easier to get the stats. It doesn't really matter anymore, honestly, in my opinion. This friend system on JP really doesn't matter as much anymore like it used to. On the 7-star era, it did matter, because it would be the difference between having like, what was the attack at the time? Like having between 2,900 and something attack and 3,000 attack or something like that back then. But nowadays, I don't even notice it. I don't even notice it anymore, so it really doesn't matter. Some story stuff with this 7-year anniversary, things like that. Not really anything we need to know about for global yet. Here's the 2 new units. So Frost Lord, in a different version, but it is Frost Lord, is coming to FFBE, as well as a new Sakura quota. There always has to be some kind of Sakura quota. That's what I'm calling it nowadays. There's some. I'm sure Nicole is going to pop up eventually too, right? So Sakura is coming, and okay, let's talk about them. So they're forcing out this true dual meta now with these 2 new units, and already they're being, I don't want to say the actual word for it, but they are definitely being messed with, because this S teamer here can't be stacked. Maybe on global you can stack them, just like what they did with Dark Rain, but you can't stack his S teamer. So imagine if you could equip 2 of those, you'd get 3,000 attack. That would be pretty good for a true dual unit, but can't stack it. So I don't know what you're going to do about that. Anyways, the biggest downside for true dual units right now is that currently TDH units get those dark vision weapons that will be coming very soon, but that are two-handed, and they have insane stats, 400 or more. And true dual units are stuck with 200 or so. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. But he's an ice buffer, and you want to know the last ice buffer on JP? Celeste. You're hearing things correctly. Celeste. A long time ago now. It feels like she just came out, right? Not really. But Celeste is the last buffer in the JP version, 45% ice amp. Pretty pathetic that she is literally the ice buffer of JP until this guy. So yeah, he will buff up ice units. So it's something, I guess. And oh, that makes sense, right? He's the Ice Lord. Of course he will do that. And Sakura is just like a buffer DPS thing. I mean, I wasn't impressed at all, in my opinion. I was not really impressed by anything. And she basically has the field effect that she has on her other form. The buffer, like the lightning. I don't remember what she's called in global. The one that she's a buffer, Sakura, the lightning buffer, Sakura. She basically has a lot of the things that she already has without crowns. So that was completely unoriginal and copy and pasted. She does have some 250% killers, but they're on cooldown. I just don't think she's really special. Both of these units are going to be like a skip on global. Because it's just like, why? Why couldn't you made her more original? Why does she always have to be so bad? Or just mediocre at least. Alright, so now we have the Soul and Dark Fina buffs. And they're quite substantial. But there's a problem with them, and we'll be talking about them like we just mentioned. So, 2,000 flat stats on the crown upgrade. And I'm told that you need to equip their teamer or S-teamer, but that icon usually means like it's tied to their LB fill rate thing where they fill up the LB gauge completely, so I'm not sure about that, but we'll have to see. And they get a store buff. They get a 240 times LB modifier to their LB, which is very good. And remember their base LB is tag chaining, so that's very good. I'll definitely be using them because I've used them in the past, and they have Demon Killer for everybody, so that's something. And so there's the crown, there's the free crowns. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, they've even got free crowns now, so the crowns you've been saving up are gonna be really for the side crown upgrades, because some of them didn't get any free crowns. Like Medina, for example, was not a part of any kind of event. You had to crown her normally. So those are the kind of crowns you save up for, guys. So when you see all these videos I'm making where like, oh, you can get free crowns for that specific unit, there are some units that are not getting free crowns. So that's what you guys save them for. Just so you guys know. And there will be a new Dark Visions event. They were very vague about it, I believe, but they didn't tell us how you get into it. But they said something about 3,000 participants. Most of us are assuming you rank under 3,000 to get into this new Dark Visions event. So I'm assuming you do the normal Dark Visions. Maybe you rank under 3,000. You get into the next section. I guess. I don't really know. They're being extremely vague about it. I'm sure in the next coming days I'll report more for you guys. But that's all I have for you right now. And I think they teased this a while ago for this rerun of Final Fantasy 6. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it's there, I guess. So there's that. And there's gonna be some kind of a boss rush. I call it. It's not technically called boss rush. It was something else. But I mean, come on, look at it. It looks like a boss rush. So there'll be some lapis involved, and it looks like there's gonna be a trophy. So that's probably gonna be pretty hard. And here's something that's actually pretty good. There's some rewards in here, including Emperors, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be wanting the most. So there's a daily quest for a week, so you can get some good rewards in there, guys. So make sure you guys are doing this event specifically. And another thing you guys want to be doing, we already went over this anniversary rewards. These are all we've already done them. I'll be making a video specifically on this for the 70 summon here. There should be a lot of good stuff in the 70 summon. Hopefully I'll be getting some good Neovisions or some dupes that I need. As you can see, one of them is Gilgamesh. Hopefully I can get one of him because I need him to... At EX1, Gilgamesh is not really that good. At EX2, he's a lot better. So hopefully I can get him to EX2. More pulls, and here's... Unfortunately, it's only for like a week. Give or take some days. Double shards. Honestly, at this point, I guess it's still exciting. I'm not being ungrateful. I feel like at this point, if they're going to do something only for like a week or so, it should be like ×3 or ×4. ×2, it's still nice, but there's a lot of limited time units that I'd like to get to EX2 or EX3. And this will help out a little bit, but I wish it was like a whole month. Imagine if this was like a whole month of double shards. It still wouldn't be that insane, but it would cut down on the time from like 6 months to maybe like 3 months. I'm just making that up, but it would have been nice. Daily login, those keys. If you're wondering what those keys are, I talked about them in a previous video, but you can use them to rerun previous crown events and other things, I believe. So those free crown events that you may have missed if you're a new player, or just missed them because you didn't feel like doing them, they're giving them like candy, so it's not that big of a deal, but it is nice. And they're also giving out 50 shards for the new Lice Lord and the new Sakura, so that's good. I believe that's it. The rest of it was just shilling for TikTok and stuff. What are they doing on TikTok? Stay away from TikTok. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. Let me know what you guys think about the True Dual. Is it good enough for them just to say, hey, we're going to up the stats to 400% from 200% and then call it a day? Or should they have gotten more? I wanted to make a video. It didn't work out, but I wanted to make a video, a collab with Sinzar to talk about what they could do for buffing True Dual, but it never worked out, I guess. So, but let me know in the comment section down below again what you guys think about the True Dual buffs. Is it good enough or is it not good enough? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.